Alright, y'all, welcome back to my channel. This episode I'm going to talk about my reactions to the picks in the NBA draft this year, who I think deserved an A, who I think didn't do so well this year in the draft, my steals of the drafts, things like that. So we can start off with the New Orleans Pelicans. They had the #1 pick, which was Zion Williamson, which I feel like was a good pick for them. They had the #4 pick, but they traded it to the Atlanta Hawks for the #8 and #17 pick. So with the #8 pick, they end up getting Jackson Hayes out of UT, which is he's a good talent. He's very raw. He's a good rim runner and a good shot blocker. He's, like I said, he's very, very raw. And they end up getting Alexander Walker. Those picks were, I feel, was great picks for them, especially when their organization is trying to turn everything around after losing Anthony Davis. But I really liked New Orleans Pelicans. I feel like they were the winners in the draft. And then you have the Atlanta Hawks. So the Atlanta Hawks, I feel, got A's in the draft this year as well, because they end up getting, with the 4th pick, they end up getting DeAndre Hunter, which is a good 3-and-D guy. I like DeAndre. I'm very high on DeAndre out of Virginia. He is already NBA ready. He has the NBA body, NBA frame, and NBA size at his position. And then you have Cam Reddish out of Duke. He fell to 10, which I can understand why he fell to 10 because of his season at Duke. He really was on and off at Duke, really didn't play to his potential. But Atlanta has a good one. He's a good shooter, good defender. Yeah, you do not want to leave this dude open. He can arguably be the best shooter in this draft. But he slid to #10 to Atlanta. I think if they would have kept the 8th pick, they would have took Cam Reddish. But he worked in their favor, slid to #10 with Atlanta. Then they end up getting Bruno out of Maryland at the 34th pick, which was a good pick for them because I had him in my first round draft list. But Atlanta, I feel like they did good with the pieces they had. Another team I feel like did great with the pieces they had was Memphis Grizzlies. They got #2 overall pick, Ja Morant. And to me, he's arguably my favorite player in this draft. I think he has tremendous upsides. He can be arguably the best player in this draft class. They end up getting Brandon Clark. OKC traded Brandon Clark to Memphis. I feel like those are good pieces for Memphis, especially after trading Mike Conley to get Ja Morant is very great for the Memphis Grizzlies. New York, they did good in my opinion because they didn't mess it up. You know, they end up getting RJ Barrett, which was a good pickup for them. They didn't get no foreign dude like Frank Ntilikina. I'm still kind of mad about that pick, but they end up picking the right person for them. I think RJ would do good in New York. I think he has the will to win. He has the skill set. It's all about putting it all together. One team I didn't like in this draft was the Phoenix Suns. Now, everybody know going into this draft, the Phoenix Suns needed to draft a point guard. But they end up trading up to get the, they traded down. They had the 6th pick in the draft. They traded the 6th pick to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They end up getting the 11th pick and going with Cam Johnson. Now, Cam Johnson is a good player, but Cam Johnson is not an 11th pick in the NBA draft. He was going to arguably slide down at the late 1st round, early 2nd round pick. They could have held off on that and drafted a point guard like a Kobe White. But then with the, I believe it was the 24th pick, they end up drafting Ty Jerome out of Virginia, a point guard in this draft, which he wasn't even a top point guard in this draft. So to me, getting Ty Jerome wasn't a good look for them. Like, how can you pass up on Kobe White? After Ja Morant, Kobe White was the next best point guard. You passed up on him. You passed up on Carson Edwards for a Ty Jerome. Don't get me wrong, Ty Jerome is a good player, but he is not a team-changing player, which is what Phoenix Suns need if they want to ever make the playoffs again. Kobe White ended up going to Chicago, which is a good pick for Chicago because Chicago filled the need that they had. Like, they needed a point guard to play alongside with Zach LaVine and their young nucleus with Larry Marketing. I think Kobe White can fit right in there. He has a nice frame on him, 6'5" point guard. He can actually shoot the ball. He's a good playmaker, a good facilitator. I feel like Kobe White is a good point guard. So for the Bulls to have him, I like that for the Bulls. Now, OKC. I like OKC, okay? But everybody knows they need shooting. You drafted Brandon Clark, which was okay. Like, that was not a bad draft. I mean, a bad pick. But you traded Brandon Clark to Memphis and end up getting Darius Bazley. Now, Darius Bazley, for those who don't know, he was a top 5 recruit coming out of high school. He took a year off to take an intern at New Balance for 3 months to get $1 million. He did not play college ball. He took a whole year off. So with him is the unknown. We don't know exactly what he can or cannot do. So for you to waste a pick at number 23, that it was some other good players still left in the draft. For you to waste a pick for Darius Bazley is, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I really don't like it at all. So Portland. I like Portland. Okay, they end up getting Nasir Little, which to me he slid a little bit at number 25. They got him, which I like. I like Nasir because with Portland they have good guards, but they don't have good wings. So Nasir, I like him. I like his upside. I love his defense. His shot is not bad. I like Nasir. And then today, breaking news, they traded Evan Turner to Atlanta for Clint Bazemore. And Clint Bazemore is another good wing. That's a 3-and-D guy. He can guard your best. He can guard the best offensive players on the other team, as well as shoot open shots. Evan Turner, you really aren't losing anything because he cannot shoot. He's a wing that cannot shoot at all. Like, he don't even try to shoot. So I feel like that was a plus for Portland. And that's kind of where I'm at with the draft picks. Another player that I like was Carson Edwards. He got drafted at number 33 to the 76ers, and Boston ended up trading for him, which was good for Boston because everybody knows you're losing Kyrie Irving. So y'all need to fill that void at point guard. So Terry Rozier, I'm pretty sure he's going to stay, and then you have Carson Edwards as your backup. That is not bad. But I'm iffy with their draft picks because you got Romeo Langford out of Indiana, but you drafted him at 14. I don't know why y'all went so high on Romeo. But other than that, no, I lied. Sorry. At number 44, Bobo. Bobo, to me, is a good player, and he slipped. He was on my at least top 20 on my draft boards. He slipped all the way to 44. The Miami Heat got Bobo at 44 and traded him to the Denver Nuggets. That was my most surprising. That's the most surprising thing that I've seen this year in the NBA draft, was Bobo slipping to 44. I think this year he's going to show y'all. He's going to show the teams that passed up on him what they missed out on, because Bobo is a good talent. A 7'2" guy that can shoot from the outside, can punish you in the paint, can get rebounds, a good shot blocker. A lot of teams that passed up on Bobo he's going to show you why y'all were wrong. And he's ready. So I'm excited about this year. I'm excited about the NBA Summer League that's coming up. Again, subscribe to my channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment on what videos y'all would like me to talk about and cover. Again, please like and subscribe. Thank you.